Pastor Bobby's box has on display unique scrolls and artifacts that he purchased over in Israel during the COVID-19. Here's the story.
250 years old.
How did they preserve this?
Were usually found in synagogues. Somehow had destruction, so they cut it up into several pieces.
What book of the Bible is this?
The book of Leviticus. Here is a sheepskin scroll, and this one's about 250 years old. And that page right there with that green tab marks the book of Exodus chapter 20 with the 10 Commandments.
How did you get this? This is
I bought it in Jerusalem. There's an antiquities dealer there. And it's unfortunate, when I bought them, I bought both of these. And the guy has passed away, and his sons run it. And they told me there are no more of these.
Oh my!
They can't find any more.
So what's the value, right? The market value on a piece of antique like this?
I caught him just right. It was a bad time of year. I got a good deal on it.
Yeah.
But this page right here, if I cut this page out and framed it, it would probably bring about $350.
Really?
Just a one page.
Oh my goodness.
And I've had people wanting to buy pages. I can't cut it up.
No.
No.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that.
Now, what is this here?
This right here is papyrus. The Egyptians developed that, and this is just a cheap tourist deal. And that was the first writing material.
Mm-hmm. And this right here?
Right here. Now, you were thinking these were old.
What is this?
It is a cone. It's called a cone. It has cuneiform writing on it, and it was about a King Gudea. He's a famous king in history. Was building a temple to his pagan god in the city of Lagash. I've had this translated. It's original, and this piece right here is about 4,000 years old, and is a couple of hundred years older than Abraham.
Oh my word.
And there's a possibility that Noah could have still been alive when this was made.
What did you pay for this?
Well, my wife might be here somewhere. They run around $900.
Oh, that's amazing. You would think for an antique that unique, it would be almost priceless.
And then right here, now some of these items that I bought during COVID, when I was in Israel when COVID hit and they shut everything down, and some of those dealers made a deal for me. This right here came out of a Hebrew grave in Egypt.
And what is this here?
Those are 2 used crucifixion nails from Jerusalem.
And this is a cup.
And that is a priest purification cup. They couldn't drink out of a clay cup, and so they made them out of stone. They went to a lot of trouble to make the cups. This is unfinished. You cannot find a finished cup. Once they got it finished and the priest used it, he broke it.
Well, what is this back here?
Okay, that piece of wood came out of the Sinai Peninsula, the northern end of it. Mm-hmm. And it is the same wood that they built the tabernacle, the Ark of the Covenant out of, and all the pieces to the tabernacle. No, Noah used, in building the Ark, gopher wood. The word gopher means laminated, and that the wood that he used in the Ark was a laminated wood. It's stronger than just a solid wood beam.
This is amazing. Now, what about this priest here?
And this friend right here is Aaron, and this is the garments of the high priest of Israel. I had this made.
What church are you with?
Recently retired here in Greenville from the Emmanuel Missionary Baptist Church. I retired from being a pastor, but I'm traveling, doing seminar things on Old Testament. My name is Bobby Sparks.
another good fiction character made from animations turned into books. Who are you?
This is something my wife and I made up. So
Yeah, he's always doing something. So.
I have to be a method to the madness.
no,
He
it's just
likes to cosplay. Whenever we go to Comic Con, he purchases like little odds and ends, and he found that recently. And so he'll use it somewhere, somehow.
the next one I'll add on to it is just work in progress.
And these are books that you've written?
Support.
Wow, it looks adventurous. A Long Winding Road is a book about long-term caregiving for aging relatives or aging parents. Let's go now and talk to the author to learn more about her story.
My mom and dad lived with us at one time. Mother had Alzheimer's and Daddy had vascular dementia. And we have a 40-foot motorhome. And we were going to go on a 7-week RV trip. I couldn't leave them home by themselves, so we took them with us. And I kept a journal. And we had some very interesting situation having two people who were new to the RV travel. Anyway, my husband and I were new. We had just bought the RV. And then two people who were confused about life in general. It was a very interesting story. I did flashbacks to explain how we got to that point in our life, and then told them about what was happening at the time. So it was a fun thing to write about, except for the sad parts.
Your name?
Linda Brindle.
What are the main takeaways that you have noted in the book?
That you're not alone. Caregivers, it's a very lonely occupation because you're at home with your person that you're caring for, and you can't get out very much, but you're not alone. And you're not alone in getting frustrated and thinking that it's hard, that there is still life. You can still continue to live even though you're caring for someone. And just a good story.
What's the name of the book, if you don't mind?
Outside Looking In, based on a true story. It's based on true events here in Hunt County. This is the courthouse steps, and it's a faith-based book because that's how I got through the things. I went through some unheard of things, and I wrote the book just to help other people do it, since people will read what it's about and think, well, it's a sad story, but it's not. It's about a man that's incarcerated and accused of a crime he didn't do, and then the family, that's the title, Outside Looking In, the family trying to get him out of jail and not knowing what to do or who to turn to. And the journey is my story, and it's not a memoir, but it's a fiction book. It has some subplots. It's on Amazon.